If you want a masterclass in how to regurgitate leftist ideology like critical race theory and anti-racism, then you need to look no further than Logan Paul's nearly 6-minute rant about how America is racist. In this video that he put out last summer, he talks about white privilege. He talks about how America is deeply racist. He talks about police brutality. He talks about many things. But one of the main things that stuck out to me was just how much he has in sync, just how much he's been indoctrinated by Ibram X Kendi, because as I was watching this, I said, man, am I listening to Logan Paul or am I listening to Ibram X Kendi? And the crazy thing about all of this is the word anti-racism sounds good, right? It sounds good to be anti-racist. I'm anti against something bad, right? If that makes any sense. I'm anti this, I'm anti that, I'm anti-hate, I'm anti-murder. Okay, all of that sounds good. But when you realize what anti-racism actually is, you realize that, man, this is a divisive, deceptive, and evil strain of thought because it promotes more discrimination. And I'm going to show you guys that. But before we go any further, if you guys already have it, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you're notified anytime I make a video. And let's go ahead and dive in and listen to Logan Paul tell us why it's not enough to not be racist. You have to also be anti-racist. And I'm going to pause it and I'm going to show you just how much alike he sounds with Ibram X Kendi. Let's go ahead and dive in.
One of my biggest learnings from all of this, and I'm embarrassed that it's taken me 25 years to realize this. It is not enough to be not racist. You have to be anti-racist.
Yes. What's the problem with being not racist? It is a claim that signifies neutrality. I am not a racist, but neither am I aggressively against racism. But there is no neutrality in the racism struggle. The opposite of racist isn't not racist. It is anti-racist. There is no in-between safe space of not racist. The claim of not racist neutrality is a mask for racism.
So clearly, after listening to that, it's safe to say that Logan Paul has been indoctrinated by the teachings of Ibram X Kendi. Now, the thing about anti-racism, which is why I find it very important to talk about, is that even though it sounds good, you guys have to look at this piece. It's an op-ed from the Wall Street Journal, but it talks about the words and the deeper thoughts that Ibram X Kendi teaches that many people are just simply unaware of. So reading from the second paragraph, anti-racism promotes widespread discrimination against people of white or Asian ancestry. The most frequently cited critical race theorist, Ibram X Kendi, makes this explicit as he puts it, and I quote, as Ibram X Kendi puts it, the only remedy to racist discrimination is anti-racist discrimination. The only remedy to past discrimination is present discrimination. The only remedy to present discrimination is future discrimination. So as you guys see, there's discrimination involved, but how about this? How about we teach our kids? How about we live life as adults by being free of discrimination? Why, as a black or brown person, are we going to say, you know what? This is how we fix the future. We discriminate in the present. This is how we fix the past. We discriminate in the present, or however his logic goes, which I don't even understand because it's so filled with discriminating is the answer to all of our problems. If you further think about what was said, Ibram X Kendi said, what's the problem with being not racist? It's a claim that signifies neutrality. So Ibram X Kendi comes to this discussion as, no, you cannot be neutral because if you're neutral, you're racist. So now we have white people like Logan Paul who have been duped into believing the lie that not being racist isn't enough. It's not good enough to not be racist. You have to be anti-racist. I mean, talk about shifting the goalpost. It used to be virtuous to not be evil things. I mean, for example, it's good to not steal. It's good to not cheat. It's good to not commit murder. It's good to not be a racist, but well, at least it used to be. But now with cult leaders like Kendi, not being racist is the same thing as being racist.
One of my biggest learnings from all of this, and I'm embarrassed that it's taken me 25 years to realize this. It is not enough to be not racist. You have to be anti-racist.
Yes.
Condemn those who feign superiority because of the color of their skin. Friends, hold friends accountable. Hold your family accountable. Hold yourself accountable. And most importantly, We must hold our authorities accountable. Police officers, politicians, policymakers. As Killer Mike said, bully the politicians at the voting booth. Make your voice heard. Attend a protest. Speak up against injustice. If you're white, if you look like me, use your privilege. And for those who do not think white privilege exists, you are fucking blind. You are delusional and you're part of the problem. I can count on zero hands the amount of times that I have feared for my life at a routine traffic stop. That has never happened. Half of the reason I'm able to get away with some of my hooligan shit I do in my vlogs is because I'm a white kid. I'm confident that I do not have to fear for my life should the cops show up. Acknowledge and weaponize your privilege. I believe we're going to a protest today. You can bet your fucking ass I'll be in the front line. Knowing all this about America, its racially charged background, its inability to truly treat humans as equals, even after 244 years since its inception.
Now, if you think about a couple of things he said, if you're white, use your privilege. And for those who do not think white privilege doesn't exist, you're effing blind. I mean, guys, he's going in on these talking points that are pushed onto him and to us in general by those who have created this ideology of critical race theory and anti-racism. So let's talk about this whole routine traffic stop. Because Logan Paul has never been scared as he's been pulled over, he's never feared for his life as he's been pulled over, it's a sign of white privilege. Well, same here. Me as a brown young man in America, I have never feared my life when a police officer has pulled me over. So does that mean as a brown person, I guess, brown, I have been shielded by the force of white privilege? Guys, it's absurd to think that if you're white and you haven't experienced fear while being pulled over, that's a sign of white privilege. Maybe you don't feel fear because you're not doing anything wrong. Maybe you don't fear because you have the good faith belief that police officers are going to do right by you. There's so many other reasons why you don't feel fear when a police officer rolls behind you, but no, critical race theorists and anti-racists and people like Logan Paul, they want to tell you the reason why I don't feel fear is because of the color of my skin, and that's it. So guys, as you can see, there's a lot that was said. There's a lot of things that Logan Paul believes that I don't know if he fully understands what he believes. I don't know if he fully understands that he is just regurgitating anti-racism talking points that have been taught by Ibram X Kendi. I don't know if he realizes that he's running with a leftist ideology. But anyways, guys, you see what he said, you see what he believes, you see that our society and the members in our society have adopted these ideologies. And at the end of the day, we have to be able to call them out because anti-racism is just discrimination against white people. That is what it is. That is what it's designed for. As Ibram X Kendi has already said, the only way to alleviate future discrimination is to discriminate in the present. But I'm gonna leave that right there. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you're notified anytime I make a video. If you guys want to support the channel, you could support me on Patreon, PayPal, and Cash App. Those links will be in the description below. One last time, guys, hit that like button. I will see you good people on the next one. God bless. Peace.